Start with an opening statement from Coach.
Look, a great win for our program and our university and our student athletes. I mean, Wilmington's obviously, one of the true gold standards, as I said yesterday, at this level, well coached, extremely talented. They have an NBA player in White. Just proud of our guys. And, I thought our defense was really good, and our assistants did a really good job with the scout, and really suggesting going 4 guards late in the second half was the difference in the game. That certainly wasn't something I thought of. I don't really have many thoughts, so kind of rely on those guys.
Start with questions, Fernanda. Raise your hand if you have a question. We'll get the microphone to you. Thank you, Andrew.
Coach, Lowry was incredible in the second half. He had a big block that really changed the game, not just on the stat sheet, but just incredible energy and effort. Talk about how meaningful his performance was tonight.
Yeah, he's just a tough kid, talented. Probably should be playing him more as you look at the stat sheet. I don't know why the heck I haven't been. Poor coaching, but he gave us a big boost. A couple really good finishes. But he's going to be a really good player. He's a great kid. It was obviously a difference maker tonight.
Paul.
Nanda, this for you. That was a gritty performance. Something that's not going to show up in any of the box scores was when you tapped that ball back on that rebound in crunch time. Can you comment on that?
We got to get to the glass, attack the backboards, and I just knew the only way I was going to get it is tapping it out. I saw D. Will, he was getting back. So as I jumped, I just tapped it, any way to get us another possession.
We were down 3 on the glass with 17 minutes left, which isn't typical of our teams. And our guys to win by 14 over the last 17 minutes is just an incredible effort.
Pat, with around 11 minutes left, you went to a sort of a unique lineup with Lowry, May, Tejada. You took out Jones and Suleiman. Seemed like that kind of changed the tide when you did that.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying a second ago, Matt. You were asleep at the wheel, not very often. Usually Jake is asleep at the wheel, not you, Matt. But the 4 guards helped us today. That was, like I said, that wasn't me. That was our staff had that suggestion, and I thought the guys scrapped. It's really hard to play against Wilmington and score because of how aggressive they are defensively, and we felt like if we could open up the court a little bit, maybe we could get some drives and driving kicks.
Nanda, to kind of build off that back here, the turnovers early on were obviously an issue. How did you guys kind of settle down to make them a little more manageable in the second half?
Just trust what we do. We're not really a high turnover team, so
it's debatable.
We just try not to, let the defense dictate what we do, and just as long as we play our game and do our stuff, we know we'll be good. And we just have to settle down,
And Pat, the 75 footer at the buzzer at the end of the first half. What were kind of your thoughts on that? And did that give you guys a little bit of a lift, given how much of a scramble that first half was?
No, definitely. I mean, we were very fortunate there, right? Even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while, right? So, it gave us great momentum. Of course, he shot it with like 5 seconds left, which wasn't the smartest play, but the result was pretty good. But it certainly was a big boost. You're kind of hanging by a thread. They're just a hard team to play against. The kid White is just he's a killer. I wish him well in the NBA. If I were advising him, there's no shape, way, or form would I go back to college if I were that guy. Absolutely not. He is ready for the next level today.
Scott.
Pat, just your thoughts on C of C and the kind of the heater they're on right now, and are they a different team than you've seen them in the past, or pretty similar the way?
No, they're incredibly well coached. They're talented. They took us to the woodshed a couple weeks ago. They beat us like a drum. We couldn't guard them. We're going to need to put an incredible game plan together. I just told our guys in the locker room, it's like David versus Goliath tomorrow night. I hope the Towson fans come with a lot of slingshots. No objects, though. No rocks or anything like that, obviously, because safety first. But we're going to need – they're really, really good. And hopefully we can put a game plan together and hang in there against them.
I thought you liked rock fights, though. But no, seriously.
That's a phrase, though, Matt. That's not like a literal thing.
But be honest. The last game against UNC Wilmington, Phillips dunks with no time left. Was there any motivating factor?
Well, I
in
would
that game?
prefer that our guys didn't try to score at the end, but I 100%, having not played at this level, but coached at this level a while, understood what our guys were ready for coming into the game today. A couple of them said earlier today they wouldn't have cared if the game was played outside. They were just excited for the opportunity to compete against them again.
Pat, what are kind of a couple of keys for you guys when you go up against the College of Charleston tomorrow?
Yeah, one, maybe Charleston has the wrong start time for the game. That would be helpful. Brozovic gets COVID. Rainey Smith shoots right-handed. I mean, Charleston's unbelievable. We have to play our best. We're going to try. We got tremendous respect for those guys.
Paul, and then back to John.
Following up on that, I was with you guys in Charleston, and I was also
When we played them or at the tournament?
No, at the tournament.
That didn't go so good
No,
for
it
us.
didn't go
No.
well, and neither did UBS Arena. So on this ride you guys have been on this year, you've turned this thing around, and today's win showed how you can win a game with being just tough. Is that where you got to come with that tomorrow, right?
We need to come with that in bundles, I'm gonna call Pete Shinnick tonight, see if a couple of his linemen are available for tomorrow night, and we can throw them in. UBS was a tough loss. I made some mistakes down the stretch of that game, but he hadn't been. That was his first game. We've been through a lot, this group, and I'm happy they've been able to get 20 wins. It's not easy to do. It's the first time in school history we've ever had 3 straight 20-win seasons. The UBS game, that was a tough call. Remember, with 75 feet away, they called the 3. I think that call cost me about $10,000 for I think about my contract. I think you saved some. Were you involved in that? Because I know how we like to save money at Towson. I would have liked that money, Steve. Maybe we can appeal that thing.
John Titel from Hoops HD for Coach. Past 5 weeks, Dylan's only been 4 of 12 at the free throw line. This weekend, he's 17 of 18. Have you noticed a big difference in terms of being aggressive or confident or other?
Honestly, he's a really confident kid. He shoots them incredibly well, other than in games lately. So we've had some adventures at the foul line this year. I'm proud of our guys. The last 2 nights they've stepped up and made them. Just excited for our program. We get to play on national TV against an elite program, the College of Charleston, and hopefully can put on a good performance. It's a big moment for our university.
Got time for one more.
Hi, I'm Amanda with CBS. The stat that I read, so forgive me if this is wrong, going into halftime this season, when you guys were ahead, you were 16-2. When you were down, you were 1-10. What was your message to your team at half about overcoming that and being able to come away with a win?
Yeah, John brought that up yesterday. I didn't even know that. Shows you my acumen, right? We didn't really talk about the deficit. I think the big thing at halftime was we were turning the ball over at an alarming rate, and it cost us a game at Wilmington last weekend, and we just needed to try to rectify that to give ourselves a chance. And I think going 4 guards really helped that out.
All right, we're going to wrap things up. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.